adaptations that Dabuz has made since that Grand Finals, and the momentum he's riding from that 3-1 over Anti is going to be enough for him to reset the bracket on Light.
I believe so 100%. You know, I think that as good as Light was looking at the end of there, it was still extremely close, and Dabuz was getting a lot of good momentum on his side, particularly at the end of that set there, and we're probably going to be seeing this reset right in the winner's side. However, Light very much not wanting anything to do with that. We're going to see him just explode to try and stop all of the potential momentum he might have gained against the Anti just now.
This is Grand Finals of Escape from Yoshi's Island. We have Gravity Gaming Dabuz defending the house from winner's side of Grands up against Light, who... No, I'm sorry. It's Light in the winner's finals.
Yes, Light currently on winner's final side. You know, basically we're kind of honorary tri-state at this point, but
you guys are adopted.
We did come in to try and take the money from you guys today, and Light trying to walk away with that paycheck once again and show that he deserves to consistently be at the spot he is for that top 100. Almost getting him with the air dodge read with the up smash, but Dabuz able to sneak by.
Light's got to remember himself. He can't just be throwing out wayward options that early out of the gate. This is Dabuz we're talking about. Oh, okay. He's going to keep holding it.
It's like, you know what? What option are you going to do to punish me? It's only going to be a little bit. I like the fact that Light decided not to do it because it would have been a much harder punish if he decided to let go.
Almost definitely. It's just like he committed to the rapid jab. He might as well let it rock. Plus, like, look at the percentages that are on board right now. Dabuz is bleeding. And Light,
exactly. Oh, actually bleeding to death, and now he's going to lose that first stock. Light continuing to just look very similar to the way he did at that last set.
Man, these two fight each other quite often, not just here at AON, but like in general. And I feel like it's never quite the same. Both of them go for such odd options, and it's very rare that you ever see Light miss a tech like that. He's going to be dying out.
Exactly. Dabuz is going to gladly accept that because usually, regardless of multi-hits, Light has an unreal ability to get a lot of techs on his recovery. It's just, it really is extremely impressive to see. But, you know, Dabuz now able to even this back out and actually take the lead because of that. However, you know, this is Light, this actually just Fox in general on triplats, so that lead could get diminished extremely fast off of one up tilt.
I mean, look at how quickly the damage is built on both of these players. We had a interesting beginning to the set, let's say. But things pulled them out to a traditional fight between Light and Dabuz very quickly. And it's all a matter about who is the one who's in control of the ledge, who is taking the lead steps in this dance, and it's Dabuz ending things for who's leading it out. He's got his Luma under the ledge. He tried to go in for the offstage play.
I actually like
Luma's death.
I was going to say, I like the way that Light took the angle back before, opting to just go for the high up B and take the punish. This is going to lead to death no matter if he whiffs that first one or not. He waited a little bit too, actually not even so much he waited too long. He faded a little bit too far back, so he was able to get out of that and still get the whiff punish on that regrab. That is not what Dabuz was hoping for, but it worked out. But like I was saying before, he opted to recover high and eat the up smash. He wasn't going to die. If he decided to fly at him, what?
Oh,
what? Excuse me?
Baby!
What? I'm sorry. Hold up. All right. Where's my notes? Where's my notes? Where's the garbage?
Your notes are not helping you in this one.
I'm throwing the iPad in the trash. I'm throwing the computer in the trash.
Just set it on fire, man. It's not going to do you any good. Now, this is a Mewtwo that we on Long Island have come very accustomed to seeing as Dabuz is...
Really? Because this is my first time seeing this, so you please enlighten me.
All right. So, Dabuz is convinced that in Smash Ultimate, Mewtwo is going to be a early meta-defining character.
Oh, I definitely agree with that right there. Oh, and that is also a great way to start things off, but doesn't get the kill off the down air that he was looking for there.
He's been practicing Mewtwo here in Smash 4, and he's been doing so for quite some time. I've known Dabuz for quite a while, and he's told me in the past how Mewtwo's actually one of his favorite characters. He's just not nearly as relevant in the meta as he would hope, and just not as good as Rosalina when it comes to covering matchups and particular options. But he's made more of a point to practice it here at home, and sparsely from afar. And, you know, he broke it out very briefly at Smash Sounds, and it had seen a good amount of use at Super Smash Con as well, where a lot of people were questioning where this Mewtwo was coming from.
Well, right now it looks like it needs to go back to the character select screen because I like the idea behind the switch. However, Light has an extensive amount of practice against this matchup. He does extremely well against players such as SDX, who has definitely one of the extreme rising stars in his history. Him and Wadi have gone back and forth throughout their careers playing this game. And to play this fresh Mewtwo, it is Dabuz. So you know, he could pull off a majority of these characters. I'm just very surprised that he decided to do it now.
Yeah, I think it's just a way of just sort of throwing off the momentum of Light, but all you're doing is giving a game to Light. A very dominating game, too, is going to go into his favor, and now Dabuz has one last opportunity to try and reset this bracket, try to bring things back into his favor, because right now, it's looking like it's Light's tournament to win.
Exactly. You know, that pregame, you know, idea that I had of this being a reset. Now, he's probably going to switch back to the Rosa, so yeah, there it is right there. It is still very possible, but with the momentum and when Light gets confident, when he's really feeling himself, that's when all your defense is basically irrelevant. He will continue to come at you no matter how many times he gets punished and just get away with everything. It's not fair. I don't know how to explain it, but he just does. He's very, very smart when he gets very confident.
That's just the way he is. That's the way that, in and out of the game, he just exudes an air of confidence. He lets you know that win or lose, he's nice.
Yeah. Ask him about the last time we played Mario Party, though. But anyways, so all right, so back into this. We got Dabuz still trying to find his momentum. He is getting a lot more damage here, but again, you know, a 30% lead is nothing against Fox. It's just evened right back up off of one up tilt.
All right, I'm liking these down tilts from...
I really like these checks that he's throwing out with these down tilts as well. He's just stuffing them. He's like, all right, cool. That is the fourth one he's hit him with that just led to a kill. Just simplified the entire game by just throwing out these down tilts to stop him on his approach and able to seal that out. Very, very good gameplay from Dabuz.
In a bit of a mix-up from the traditional Light play, it was an interaction that was very grounded. We don't often see Light just go for the grounded approaches, but Dabuz saw the situation, he took full advantage of it, got himself a stock lead, and with these juggles that are in place, all of a sudden, this is looking like a very much more lively match.
Yeah, so far, Dabuz trying to find his way back down to the ground, but he's looking so much better in this game, able to reverse what was disadvantage there with that back air. Good shield pressure, but Dabuz not falling for it, just opting to throw out the F tilt to push him off. Doesn't matter, though, because for some reason his accuracy on up smashes is unreal. But you know what? This is a very bad position now for Dabuz in terms of last stock, because now he is at potential tournament life, and if Light forces him at the ledge, this is very much a time where he'll try to mess with your head and go for that footstool. He hasn't done it all set, and Dabuz might not be prepared for it.
I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, Dabuz knows in the back of his head it's something he's got to watch out for. He also knows that at any point, Light could throw out just the young raw up smash. It's in his kit, it's in his disposal, it's in his own mind.
Trying to read the roll on the stage with the down air and fading back just enough to not take any hard punishes as well. However, Light stuck at the ledge, gets caught on the jump, and Dabuz able to sail that out. Very, very good game for him. Very much needed it after that last one with the Mewtwo, and showing why, even though he's like trying that Mewtwo to see how to work, doesn't matter. He still got the Rosa. He still can make this comeback.
And now from the jaws of defeat, Dabuz has to figure out what he's going to do in order to take this back. See if he can continue this on Light's counterpick. It's going to be Final Destination. Fantastic stage for Light. However, this is also one that we've seen Dabuz be fairly proficient in, even in this matchup. So now it's a matter about how well is Dabuz going to fight off against Light's assault. How badly do both of these players want this?
We were sitting there talking about it in Winners Finals, where Light was opted to go here so he could get more of those landing traps, and it was not at all Light's favor. It was a dead even game down to the last hit that ended up putting Light into Winners Side Grand Finals. So this is not so much a counterpick, more so that it's just like evens everything on the playing field for Light. No harassment from the platforms, and allows him to continuously try to harass the landing coming in from Dabuz.
You know, one thing I'd like to point out, and I had mentioned this in the previous game, but even prevalent from the beginning of Game 4, Dabuz has changed his whole game plan to try and be more ground-oriented. He's not... Yo, Luma, taking the first class.
Yo, I didn't... All right, so this man just switch-clipped Luma into a kill on Dabuz. I didn't know that you were able to style on Luma and still and then lead to a combo kill into Dabuz. Dabuz probably not anticipating that up smash, and Light putting himself back again on potential tournament stock.
I mean, listen, that's what puts Light on top of the world. That's that top shelf disrespect that we see from him. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be bracket fodder. You could be the third in the world. As long as he's got his boots on the ground, Light's got a chance at making you look like a fool.
Yep, he's very much one of those players who, you know, he's coming for everybody's heads. He wants the spot. He wants to be at the top, and so does Dabuz. Both of these players have that type of competitive drive to get that success, and Dabuz not letting that last stock get to him, where he kind of just mauled him a little bit and evening it back up.
And Light didn't even put on a lot of percentage at all in the previous interactions while he had a stock lead.
Yeah, this is all of a sudden the Buzz's momentum. You know, the Buzz starting to rack this back up, ready to try and anticipate that side B. Doesn't get the punish, but still leads to more damage.
The Buzz has done a good job of just bunkering down and knowing fully well that he could slow down the pace at any point of this, regardless of the fact that Light is always going to press the envelope. He's going to do what he can to force any and all advantage that he has on a stage. Dabuz can just opt to not play. Plain and simple.
All right, Light's starting to get away again with these side Bs. This is when an indicative thing of him feeling himself when he's playing against the Buzz. If the Buzz is not punishing those side Bs, he's going to run away with it a little bit. Opts to go for the air dodge read that time, but Light not giving it to him could have definitely led to a kill. Forces him back off stage yet again. What's the recovery option from Light? Reads the side B, forces him back to the stage, and now we're at a guessing game again.
Finally coming back to the legend, was actually giving him a ton of respect on that. Very surprising, given how dire of a situation this is. But the back air and the down tilt that follow it are going to be providing enough of a situation that Dabuz very well can bring this into a Game 5, where this could be the end of this with 92% on to Rosalina and Luma. While Luma is full and alive, this is still a very dangerous situation for Dabuz.
It's also a very dangerous situation where if Light decides to commit to try and maybe get a short hop there, anti-air up smash will seal out the stock. Then they're going to force him the other way, coast to coast, but not enough. Light sitting at 142% and gets knocked back the other way, able to get back, and Light able to get back as well because the Buzz wasn't at the stage. Doesn't read the roll and doesn't go for an up smash that time as well.
Excellent patience from Dabuz, not committing to any particular option. And Light not willing to pull the trigger. However, he's still able to come back to the ledge, and Fox Illusion once again trying to open it up. But look at the percentages both of these players are sitting at.
Light just waiting, opting to sit back, forcing him to try and maybe anticipate what it could be an up smash, but he doesn't, just walks up slowly and gets the jabs. Good patience from the Buzz, because Light was definitely waiting for him to whiff something, anticipating his approach to get the up smash. He was headhunting, he was trying to sniff it out, but the Buzz refused to give it to him, and that ended up working out for him in the end. Also, I just realized something.
Yo.
These two can have a matchup on the growth of the scruffy hair going on there. I actually asked Light earlier today, I was like, do you do something about that? He's like, no, it just grows this way, bro. Like, what? Like, I swear he's taking curlers or something to his hair every freaking morning. But anyway, so going back on the Game 5 here, what was a very, very tight set, close set at the end there too. Light trying so hard just to seal out the stock, and the Buzz refusing to give it to him. All of a sudden, you know, those first two games, that momentum that Light had, it's been really shifting in the Buzz's favor. And the Buzz, if he can get this reset, we might be looking at a relatively early early closing night for Light if he gets into winner's side or evens it back out.
It's going to be hard doings, though, because this is either the bracket reset right here and right now, or that's the game for Light. But both of these players opting to be rather reserved, and that's very uncharacteristic of Light.
Agreed. You know, the Buzz normally the one that you see very reserved, trying to just slow win his way to victory, and Light opting to give him respect and just sitting back, just trying to catch him on all of his options and throw off the pace that the Buzz might be anticipating.
I think it's a matter of Light making the adaptation that he knows he can't show his full hand to the Buzz just yet. And even though he's renowned for how active he is in neutral, it's a matter of that, like, if he does all of his movement options all at once, the Buzz is going to figure out a game plan for all of them. So no matter how well he saves his options, it can't protect him from everything.
And unfortunately for Light, too, you know, he threw out a couple back airs as well as that forward throw. It did not get the kill on the Luma, which eventually led to his demise. The Buzz able to get the up air and force himself into a situation where he now has the lead.
Going for the up tilt, not going to be able to get the kill just yet, but following that landing with the up smash.
It was frightening because he's gone for the up air pretty much every time before that. Like, he went for the last 6 attempts on an up air. So he was very much anticipating it, throwing out that air dodge, and Light seeking it out, getting the up smash he was looking for that last game.
And in a tale as old as time, Light managing his up smash is all he really needs to do, regardless of any follow-ups or whatnot. If it works, it works. However, still got one more stock to take away, and he's done a fantastic job of building up this percentage, but we've seen Dabuz survive off of such a hard deficit.
This is a hard one. Yeah, this is a mountain to climb all of a sudden as well. This was something that was relatively even. However, this is a good position for Dabuz. If he can sneak out a kill on Light from the top, he does have all this rage. Light getting sent a little bit high. He shine stall so he could get out of there. And Dabuz, again, catching his landing. He has no jumps. He forced in a spot where he was able to seal it out. He had no way to get back down. And if he decided to go for the ledge, Dabuz was going to try and get the down air. That was all picking apart every single route that Light took to take that out.
These are peak Dabuz hours. All you need is up air and good neutral. Some solid reactions and a little bit of rage. And we have the reset into Grand Finals.
We are not done just yet. If you guys thought that you were going to go play something else, like, oh, the Black Ops that's been going on over this weekend, well, congrats. We're not done yet. We still got more to come in. We got the reset for Dabuz, taking it over Light, now forcing it back to 0-0. Let's see if Light can manage to stop this momentum that Dabuz is starting to creep his way back in and, you know, start to get that confidence that we saw out of him before. Or if Dabuz is going to slowly walk his way back and take this last victory here at AON for the remainder of Smash 4's life.
And this is what I was talking about earlier. Dabuz, if he gets the long set, it's so important for him to be able to just make those adaptations. He extended the previous set all the way to its game 5. Some games going down into their last 2 minutes. And now we got a whole nother best of 5 to play. And there's already so much momentum that Dabuz is bringing in here. But this is Light we're talking about. You can't count him out just yet. And even if, you know, a little bit of a cheesy ending, even at that, so much percentage built up so quickly. You know what Dabuz is capable of. You know how he's going to be able to
look,
turn
if the cheese ends up getting you to bread later on, that's all you need. And Dabuz trying to walk away with that money at the end of this so he can hopefully just get not only the prize money, but get yet another small PGR event under his belt before the top 100 at the end of the season, like we talked about. This is one of the few events that's remaining, and Dabuz wants to show why he deserves to remain at the top.
There's bread to be made, but there's glory to be fought for, and both of these players still have a long way to go if they manage to do so. Dabuz looking a little worse for wear as he sits here with the stock lead. But if he's not able to maintain the juggles that he can on Light, he can very easily lose this stock. And Dabuz recognizes it, which is why he's coming with so much fervor into this. Look at that, he's already lapped him in percentage.
This is that momentum I was talking about before that I was very scared for. But you know what? That's a great way to answer it. Gets the anti-air up smash as we're always used to. You throw out something that's not safe on landing, you're going to get deleted. But you know, this is still very much a frightening position. We've seen already. You don't need that rage. He is on Town City. He can definitely seal out a stock off the top if he catches Light going a little bit too high.
It seems that the grounded gameplay that Dabuz has opted for in the past couple of games is what's really giving him the upper hand, because Fox has always been that type of a character where it's like, I have a safe way to land, I have my boots on the ground, I'm in advantage. If you have the flip side of things, it's I'm getting juggled, I have to recover, I'm in disadvantage.
Agreed.
It's so black and white compared to where most characters find themselves in a field of gray of how they can turn advantage, how they can keep the advantage. With Fox, it's so dense into what you need to do, what you want to get yourself out of.
Agreed. You know, as we were talking about before, those down tilts that he was just throwing out, it just to stop his approach and just remaining grounded. Light only has one of two options: run in, draw, or excuse me, one of three. Run straight in with dash attack, go up for that grab, or try and go for an aerial approach. And Dabuz is going to win out pretty much every time if he's anticipating it. But Light, again, he's not one to really lose confidence in his aggressive approach options. It's just how much is he willing to take in terms of all these punishes that Dabuz has been putting out on him.
Finding his way back to the stage, Fox Illusion once again going to give him the safe way in. However, Dabuz is well and aware about using Fox Illusion as an approach option. It's no longer an open venue for Light. It's let him be so vulnerable. And that's reflected well into the percentages at hand. Mind you, those percentages can be climbing very quickly regarding whoever's in advantage currently. But just look at the difference compared to what we saw earlier in the beginning of the first set of Grand Finals.
Even really at the beginning, the first stock that was of this reset here, Light had all the momentum, and then all of a sudden, it just disappeared, and Dabuz has completely stuffed it out. We're looking at 44% to 136, and normally what we'd see is a lot of clean conversions from Light. He's not been getting in and catching them nearly as much so far in this reset.
And you know, it's worth noting at this point, this has been a very hard-fought battle for this Grand Finals between both of these players. With a rising nair to finally catch him. That's the first time we've actually seen Fair Footstool do anything for Light, but it finally works out.
Like I said, I was waiting for it. What? Yikes.
Yo, this is why I play Rosalie and Villager. This is what we live for. We live for reverse jab.
Oh my God. So what was definitely a much needed stock for Light turned into a charity giveaway for him. Like, here, Dabuz, have this, please. Just catching him on the other side, the Luma deleting him, and all of a sudden the momentum back again in Dabuz's favor.
Bro, watching that interaction was like drinking sour apple cider. That's just not, is not going to sit well for the rest of this set. Nonetheless, though, Light is still in it. Unshakable in his tilt. Light's still trying to take things back. He's got the percentage lead on Dabuz.
You know, as we talked about before, you know, situations like that, some people will get frustrated, but if you're going to be at the higher end of players, you have to be willing to accept when those happen and adjust accordingly. We've seen many people, SD, we've seen many people get hit by things like that and throw you completely off guard and then just lose their mentality as they go into the next stock. You cannot do that against players of these caliber.
And, you know, before we witnessed what might have been one of the most egregious stock takes of Dabuz's career, I was going to mention about just how long both of these players have had to fight to get to this point and just how much longer it's going to take for them to finish. This takes a ton of mental fortitude for these players to play at peak performance against each other for so long. Grand Finals had gone to Game 5.
And we're seeing shades of Game 5 from the last set as well. Both of them staring each other down with Light anticipating a potential read on a punish, and actually doesn't get the punish there that time with the up smash.
Bro, that was gross.
That was. Also, just to throw it out there, just because I just noticed the tag, I'm sure it's probably not, but I really hope Light's choice of Shauna is a reference to Legend of Dragoon, because that is my favorite game.
Is it?
It is my favorite game of all time. I love that game.
Oh, nice. This is some good taste right there.
Yeah. Completely irrelevant, but I just noticed that, and I'm gonna ask him about it after. So we're going into this next game here. Dabuz able to take that first game. As we were talking about before, Dabuz, when he has this type of momentum where he's really getting complete download on you, it's really hard to stop it. He becomes yet another cyborg to the midst of these people playing, and just catches everything you want to do. He makes you believe every decision you made is wrong.
Listen, when you've got competition of this level and players that are able to feel out the air so effectively like Light, you have to just figure out what is perfection. How do I execute it, and how do I execute my opponent sitting next to me? Dabuz seems to have figured out the path, as there's an extreme percentage deficit in Dabuz's favor as we sit here in Game 3, and honestly, it's looking grim for your boy. Light's going to have to do a hell of a job.
Percentage deficit, I'd say more so it's a one-player game at that. At one point there, Light able to finally regain his footing for half a second, and then Dabuz pushing him back off. And, you know what? Again, this is my zone. This is my area. I own this land. You will not come.
This is Dabuz's island.
This has been a passive real estate all day. First it was Vinny, and now Dabuz is on this island.
Yo, earlier in the tournament, Light came on to the set, and he came up with a giant wad. Fat stack of Monopoly money. That's honestly what this whole top 8 has been feeling like. And it's just the slow burn. This is looking like the end of a Monopoly game. The end of this tournament is Dabuz controlling the board, and Light is just struggling to survive out here. He's paying rent at every spot that he can get on, but he's still alive, and that's always been his style of play.
You thought you dodged everything. You thought you were clean and clear, and then you land on Hotel with Boardwalk. Anyway, so Dabuz, again, look at him. He's just fading back just far enough that he can catch. He was anticipating going for that up smash. Definitely not in position fast enough, though, because Light reacted. And just like letting it rip right there. And that was actually just a swift, clean 3-0 victory coming in from Dabuz after that reset. The bleeding just could not be stopped after he got him on that last game. It was potentially Light's game. But once Dabuz decided just to purely stand still, just to wait back for Light to try and come in, Light couldn't stop him. And he was able to take that out. And that is a great victory going to Dabuz. Your winner of the Escape from Yoshi's Island, the last regional here at AON before Smash Ultimate.
It's been a hell of a run. We've had a ton of fun here. We celebrated a good amount of Long Island's meme culture, and we celebrated one of our best players holding it down. Very impressive of Light to put him into losers to begin with, but them's the breaks. Very well fought set from both players. We'll see if we can get them on set for some interviews at some point. I know we've still got plenty of action in store for the night.
Absolutely, like we were talking about before. I know that there was that Mario Party event that's going on the side. I believe Rivals of Ether was being played before as well. I don't know if that's done yet or not. But
Go get the sun.
go get the winner. So while you guys are waiting for more people to come up, if you haven't already, of course, please hit the follow button and subscribe if you can to everything.
Yeah.
What do you think this is? This is a takeover. Sit down.
You know, this is
Sit down.
part of the course.
New England's done. You defended. You thought you could talk? This is payback from the crew battle.
Yo, y'all just waxed in the crew battle.
Yo,
I don't hear nothing.
this is payback from then.
That's so long ago.
I held that grudge.
That was like 8 months ago.
I held that grudge.
8 months ago.
I held it for that long.
8 months ago.
I'm petty.
Why are you here?
I know you are.
That's how petty I am. It's
All
my
right.
place.
Can you?
Yo, come.
No,
You.
can someone get the guy who won the tournament?
I am the guy that won the tournament. All my pockets are filled.
Please, be useful.
I am useful. Who's talking right now? Not you. What's your position? Commentator? That's my position. This is my place. Yo, take the mic off. Give it to Ajax. He's not from this region. Go get the buzz. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Sit down, Hyde. Let's go. Ippo, good job standing back there.
There is no stopping player for
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yo, Sammy, come here.
all right, so
Come
we
here,
got-
Sammy.
We got the buzz. Finally stepping back up.
Stepping back up. Yo, I would send Hangman out.
back up here to do the interview.
No, you're going to do it? No, I'll start the
I'm gonna get
interview.
Hangman to get back
I'll
up.
start the interview. He will come back and finish it.
All right. Keep tuning in for the interview and Player Force Recklessness.
Yo, Sammy. Since Hangman is not here for this interview at this current moment in time, I have stolen the interview.
Sup, buddy?
So,
Okay.
this
It is enough.
Yeah.
We've expressed our friendship this way.
This is true friendship right here.
True friendship.
Yo, wait.
Congrats on winning.
I'm winning it. Yeah.
You're a bad influence on me. Now I'm doing this to people.
Well, I'm probably like the best influence on you.
No. See. Well, at least I'm trying.
Yeah, at least you're putting up an effort. Hey man, you gonna do the interview? We're waiting on you. I'm
Waiting on you.
Yeah, you're the commentator.
Come on, do you think this guy can interview? Nah, he can't.
Yeah. If I do the interview, it'll be too good.
Exactly. We have to save that for, I don't know.
Professionalism is dead in this industry. I swear.
No one likes professionalism. Come on, let's be real here.
Yeah, you're right.
FGC is all about just being yourself and crazy.
Most F.
Basically, be an anime character, and people will love it.
That's why everyone's in this scene. Everyone wants to be their own anime hero. But honestly, there's no hero truer than you. You held down the house tonight, Dabuz. You're walking away with stacks. You're walking away with a trophy, actually. We don't have that on site right now, but you'll be getting that.
Gold Yoshi.
Yes.
I actually love it. They have the amiibos for gold, silver, bronze.
Oh,
for
they brought
Escape
them in?
from Yoshi. Well, they don't, yeah, they have them over at the TO desk.
Oh, I'm so happy. Shout outs to Okami for making those. She did.
Oh, Akami Swan?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
She hooked us up with those little trophies for us.
Yeah, she's made. I've seen a lot of stuff she makes. It's always good stuff.
Yeah, I'm very happy with how they came out. Player 4. All right, it's gonna be kind of hard because apparently outside of the door there's 20 some odd people who are in the middle of grand finals of Super Mario Party.
Oh, dude.
Apparently that's dope. Apparently that's a lit bracket. But you were successful in the banning of the Yoshis. You held it down here for Long Island though. So we've slain the menace. Long Island walks away with the money. How are you feeling?
I am feeling exhilarated right now. I am sweating so much from those sets. Because they were intense. I had a game 5 set with Anti, I think, or was it game 4? I forget. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You beat.
Yes, I think I had a game 5 set with Anti and Losers after beating 3 on winners. He adapted hard, so forced me to really think. I had a game 3 set with Raptor, and I was at 15. He was 120, so I was even because I didn't have Luma. I was off stage. I actually had a very close 2 games with a pit player who, I think he beat Stocktaker. And then, of course, that light. I lost in Grands 3-2. I was like, okay, I made some mistakes. Come back in winners, I lost. I was like, okay, I'll come back in Grands, fix up my mistakes. And then he's up 2-0. And I went Mewtwo game 2 because I'm like, you know what, I might as well try this out. I got bodied.
It looked a little grim. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll be honest. I got bodied, but I think I learned a lot because the way I play the matchup and you're supposed to play matchup, he is so good against that. That's play differently. But when I was doing So what I realized when I was playing him, if I had more time, like if I want to play Mewtwo another game, I might be able to do it because I realized he was having trouble with just raw Shadow Ball camping, which is like not standard Mewtwo Fox.
Right.
But I was like, okay, lost this. I can say Mewtwo, or I can just go Rosa. And then, I don't know, I just felt like I knew every mistake I was making and everything he was doing. And he was so close to winning. He was so close to biting that apple of victory. And I was just like, I knew he'd be a little bit scared. I knew first game, well, game 3, he'd be a little bit like crazy with some stuff, like go for some harder reads, risks, because he's up. And then game 4, he's just going to play normal. And then game 5, I knew on that last stock at FD, when I was 100%, he was 0, I knew he was panicking. You could see in every option. He kept jumping early, air dodging, stalling, and like, I just knew because he was panicking so much, I just had to take advantage of it as hard as possible. Because if I didn't win that like 0 to death situation when I was at 100, I was probably losing that game. But having that mental advantage of he's gonna win means I actually have the advantage because he's letting it get to himself. And then set 2, I think he just gave up. Not gave up, but
You were in his head at that point.
100%. Like I was making all the hard reads on his side Bs. He didn't get Fledge. I actually was doing amazing in Grand Finals at just not letting off Ledge. All right, Ledge, down tilt, down tilt. Oh, you rolled, no punish.
There it
You
is.
jumped up to.
What a combination. So, if you want to show that off to the camera real close.
I don't think I've ever been so consistent at up tilting someone land. Like I've never consistently edge guarded Fox that well. Oh, ledge trapped him that well.
You've landed more. Leslie, can you zoom in a little just so the crowd can see the detail?
I'm trying to
on this?
reach, but I'm small, so I can't reach.
That's all good, Carolyn. Let me reach for you.
There we go.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look at it. Ah, so cool.
It even has the detailing for the lettering for escape along the rim.
Oh, you can't see it because the focus is whack, but. Oh!
And that is yours, my friend.
Oh, it's so cute.
Like I said, Okami did an amazing job. But taking us back to how you managed to win out this tournament, because it definitely wasn't an easy fight for you this tournament. Here at the desk, we had noted how a lot of this top 8 in particular, and especially your run, was about the adaptations made along the way. The long play of the set instead of just like the steamrolls in certain games or certain interactions.
Yeah, it was definitely noticeable in every set I played. And when I was fighting too was adapting, you know? The only thing Light didn't do to punish me is I felt like I had a lot of rolls. Like that.
You did get away with it.
That
There was
was-
one instance where you went from the middle of FD to the left-hand side entirely with roll movement.
Yep, and he didn't punish. At that point, I was like, okay, I can literally just keep rolling. I was at kill percents, and he was waiting for the roll, and he was hesitating on punishing me for it. And, like, you have to pull the trigger, because if he killed me for that, fine, I rolled. But once I realized he wasn't killing me for that and hesitating on that, I felt too safe to roll. And that was probably the biggest thing I took advantage of, besides literally just robot level down tilt, ledge trapping, and up tilt, ledge trapping.
We noted that as well. It was very rhythmic in how you were able to just keep on catching and all of his options, just keeping him in check constantly. And very uncharacteristic of Light, you managed to just beat out any of his options, closed out anything that he wanted to do to you, and the reset of Grand Finals was pretty definitive in your win.
Yep. I guess that's all there is to say about it, unless... Oh, these
I don't
two...
know. All right, are we bringing these guys on too? Oh, they're doing a top photo. All right. Okay. I see how it is. All right.
Okay.
I'm getting kicked out. You get to stay as they take a top. I assume top 3 photo.
I mean, I'm assuming I have to get this off, though, so I guess
yeah,
peace, everyone.
That'll be the end of us talking. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, the whole 9 yards.